Rob Ryan. Rob, thank you for being here. And I'm going to start with you. Was the block clean or dirty?
Well, I mean, it's within the rules, but I don't like it. I mean, it's, you know, this guy's done that to us before, you know, when I was in Buffalo. Some guys you have to.
Aaron Williams.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some guys you have to warn your players about. This kid's one of them. Like, this guy can block. He's like Hines Ward.
Yeah.
I mean, that's who he is. So, special guys, you have to make special, you know, plans for. I mean, you down there low, when he's that tight, you have to play as a safety tight to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Because this guy's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's coming, and he'll knock you out. He's done it before to the same team. Now, here's the thing. When we coach in Buffalo, I'm telling Aaron Williams, look, get down. This guy's out there. If he's close. I coached the kids. And now, obviously, the kid wasn't listening. But you do things as a coach. You need to prepare for special players. Raiola.
Aaron Williams play?
Yeah. That's the Aaron Williams play there. Yeah.
Right. And the bad thing is.
And by the way, Aaron Williams never played again.
Never played again.
Right. Yeah. Never played again. And, you know, but you warn him. And look, there's certain linemen like that. You know, Raiola from Detroit.
Yeah.
He'd clean the pocket. You have to be more aware. Does it make it right? No, I don't think so. I think if you're going to protect offensive players like we are, you should protect defensive players. The only bad thing is, with all these rules, if you add another rule, you're just going to ruin football. Like, let's play football. The tackling thing, to me, is a joke. I think, you know, let's play football the way it is, the way you played it, and you're fantastic for it. It's been the greatest game ever. You know, so I think more awareness has to be had, especially against Javis Landry. He's an amazing receiver, an amazing blocker, but he's a hired killer. He'll come in there and get you.
Yeah.
And Dennis McKinnon, you remember this. Dennis McKinnon and the '85 Bears.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers it. Well, they play LT.
Your father was the defensive coordinator.
They play LT, and they crack on Lawrence Taylor. Now, he was ready. He didn't play the rest of, you know, he played the rest of the game, but he was trying to kill one guy, Dennis McKinnon. So, you know, it had, you know, an effect on the Giants. So, you know, plays like this.
In a good way, or?
Well, it did for the Bears in a good way. But, you know, is it a dirty shot? Absolutely. I mean, and Landry knows it. He apologized to the kid.
Yeah, true.
You know, but did it affect the game? Well, they scored, and I guarantee people will start noticing. They're going to have to, you know, coach those safeties up.
It was a clean play, but I believe it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Especially in the preseason game, Skip. And I've been in that situation where you're taught, but because he's so tight, you got to come right now. Normally you're taught to push up, and when you see the safety come, you meet him at the intersection.
Right.
Then he normally sees you at the last second. But this guy, he never saw Javis.
Yeah.
And because Javis had such a tight split, I don't know. Normally, watch Ed Reed, watch the really good safeties. The first thing they do, they get tight and they turn their back.
Sure.
So if you hit me, you're going to hit me in my back, and they're going to throw the flag.
Right.
But he's a young safety.
Yeah.
I bet you won't have to tell him again. I bet you his coordinator, defensive back coach, won't have to tell him again to get tighter to the line when that receiver chokes his split down like that.
Yeah.
You only have to tell him once, Skip. The thing is that what makes this play so dangerous is because the safety is coming right now. He's oblivious to the other guy that's coming his way right now. And those are the ones that get you, Skip, because you never see him coming. And so you're coming, he's coming. He sees you. It's just like Hines hit Keith Rivers. They call it the Hines Ward rule, where you can't block behind the play. He ends up breaking Keith Rivers' jaw, and he doesn't play anymore this season. This is a very dangerous play. But they've changed the game. And I get, Skip, I get it. They don't want another $1.5 billion settlement, concussion settlement. But, Skip, you're trying to make an inherently dangerous game safe. When you're asking men to run at 20, 22 miles per hour to run into bigger men at the same rate of speed.
Yep.
Skip, you can only make this game so safe. Guys have all the information they need. This game isn't for everybody. There's going to be some attrition down the road. Knees, ankle, hips, head. You know that. But Skip, this is a clean play. Have I hit players like that?
It's legal.
It's legal.
Yeah, I don't know if it's clean, but
legal.
it's legal.
Right.
I've hit players like this, but never in a preseason game, Skip. I'm not in the preseason. But in a regular season game, if we play like the Raiders or we play the Chiefs, oh yeah, Skip, all bets are off. I'm literally trying to knock somebody's chin strap loose.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it that makes it so difficult is he's on the line of scrimmage.
Correct.
And inside that 5,
That
10
box.
yard line, you know, you're playing. You got to defend every blade of grass.
Right.
So there is no switch with the corner on force like there is down the field. Down the field, he comes in, and it's okay. You don't have to come down so fast. You can play over it. Let the corner replace, and it's okay. But it's such a violent play when it's inside the 10-yard line because that safety's got to get there right now, or he's going to end up running back's going to hug that hole.
Because
So
if you tackle him,
that makes it tough.
If you tackle him in the end zone, it's still a touchdown. So you're trying to get there before he gets to the end line.
So there's a big difference on that play, but certain players, you know, that's how they play the game.
So I'm going to remind everyone that the opinion we just heard from this man, his father, Buddy, was as tough a football coach as I was ever around.
No
He coached
question.
two of the baddest defenses I was ever around. That was the 85 Bears and any of those Eagles defenses. And you and your twin brother, Rex, are two of the toughest defensive football coaches I've encountered.
Well, I appreciate it.
So to the point is, you know what's clean and dirty.
Right.
And yet, I'm going to remind you, Jarvis Landry, as we saw in the first Hard Knocks, went on a profanity-laced tirade, a rant against the other receivers in the receivers room. I don't know if you saw this.
Yeah, I did.
Calling them out for not playing hurt. So he is trying to do his damnedest to change the culture in Cleveland. We won't do it this way anymore. We're going to win instead of just play like a bunch of pathetic, soft losers. So he's got to walk the talk during these games, even a preseason game. And I think he went a little over the edge and over the line trying to back up his rant by saying, watch what I'll do, even in a preseason game. Well, to me, and I was watching it live, and when I saw it, it made me sick at my stomach because it's just wrong for preseason, especially because you're breaking an unwritten rule. There are certain times when you have somebody at a complete disadvantage, and you take full advantage of that, and it's just wrong. There has to be a brotherhood bond of pro football players where you play to win, you fight, and you're tough defensive players, but at some point, you just say, no, I won't take advantage of that moment because I could kill the kid. I could kill him.
Skip,
really?
there have been times I've had that very same block, and at the last second, woo!
Yeah, you just.
I let him. He looked at it. Hey, you know, I give him a little shove to let him know, bro. I had you. Hey, appreciate that.
Hey, that's
good
fine.
looking.
That's most of the league. I mean, you know, the thing with this kid is, look, I've seen Sean Lee get cracked by Tate, and Tate point to his back when he's unconscious. I mean, you know, look, it's not anything, you know, people like. Landry's trying to send a message, but Landry's played like this his whole life.
Yes.
Like he's played like a damn, you know, a linebacker. So, big thing is you just got to warn it. But when I saw it too, you know, it upsets you. It makes you mad. When our guy gets knocked out, Aaron Williams, you know, it was, you know, terrible because it deflates the whole team. It, you know, you lose one of your best players who's a good man. And, you know, there's no place in the game for it to try to take a guy out nowadays. But it still happens, and when there's a player out there like that, you got to let everybody be aware.
I tell you what, if you look at a team that has a successful running game, their receivers are blocking like this.
Well, sure.
You go back and you look at the Broncos in the mid-'90s, and you watch Ed and Rod, and you see how they.
I got it, but there's a line you don't.
Oh
cross.
yeah. But in the preseason, nah. I'm definitely not hitting nobody like that in the preseason, Skip. Nah.
It's almost like quick change plays where all of a sudden the offense becomes the defense and you take some shot down the field when some blindside shot. We've seen some of those taken.
Oh, yeah.
And there's just some that are just out of bounds. You just don't do that.
Preseason game or when you go in these inter squad scrimmages, you know, another team comes in, you brother-in-law it. There have been times that, you know, hey, I could have pushed him over the pile. I could have held him in a situation where I see people rolling. I pull him out of the pile. You just take care of one another. Now, come game time, you know, you help where you can, but at the end of the day, I got to get this job done. Now, I'm not going to try to decapitate you. I'm not going to try to put my helmet up under your chin when I could, but I will put that shoulder pad in your chest.
Okay. So, bottom line of this, when they put that play up in the Browns meeting room, I don't know, in the receivers meeting room or in with the full team or the full offense.
Yes.
What do you think the other players thought of the block? Do you think they thought, man, Jarvis backs up, you know, right?
Yes.
When they say he backs it up on the field?
And the coach, you know what Hugh did? Hugh got the whole team in there.
You know?
This is the kind of effort I need. He's going to run it back.
Back.
This is how you win. He's going to run it back again. So that's the message. Jarvis, he got his point across. This is the type of mindset that we have to have in order to win football games.
Yeah.
Well, it's football.
Yeah.
I mean, it's football, and it's the toughest of the tough, the alpha males. You know, it's a physical game.
Right.
There's nothing more physical than this. I mean, it's football, and
yeah.
it's getting softer. I get it. You know, the rules are protecting the players, and they should. I mean, the players are the best commodity you got, but they're special people. They got, you know, but it's always going to be a violent game.
Last thing I respect about Jarvis Landry, it's not like he runs and hides. It's not like he's a cheap shot artist and then he ducks,
Right.
because he led the league in catches last year.
Right.
So
Oh, no,
he's going to get hit, man.
But the thing is, the one thing, and you'll know this, Rob. Oh, all the other safeties? Oh, they're going to be looking to get that shot.
Oh, they're going to get him, and somebody will get him. Somebody will get this.
Oh, they'll
guy.
be looking to get that shot.
Yeah, but haven't they been looking for 2 years or 3?
Oh, they going to get him.
It may take some time, but I bet you somebody gets him one of these days. Look, Hines Ward, they eventually got him, so got to watch out.
He's not afraid of putting that target on his back. Rob, thank you for being here. How will the Eagles handle their quarterback situation? That one will be interesting.